We're ready?
Hey everyone, this is Ray here, your friendly neighborhood DM, followed by
Ashi of Massey, also Digital filling in for this eight-legged and probably more limbed siren from the sea.
Okay, let's start.
And Quinn, the boy that shoots.
it's a bit weird, but okay, we'll go with it.
Boy.
Anyway, so what happened last time, y'all?
Last time, we finally started settling into the Divinate Castle and begin doing some repairs, as well as strengthening our numbers, training, and learning different skills. With the castle now patched up, well,
For the most part,
we
yeah.
managed to fortify it with a slightly better living place. And we even got able for flowering to get some training done. Get some potions made. And just whilst Lepertongue and Margarita are busy decoding the tome that they got previously. And that's as much as we know.
Alright then. You good? Alright then. Vibes. Can you explain what happened off screen? I guess when Emmy wasn't around.
So we have basically done as Emmy said, or Ashi. We've done repairs to the castle and whatnot, and also some interesting things took place that Quinn noticed. He went for an expedition with Basteltep, one of the church ladies that joined our adventuring force, I suppose, all the way back in Limani, and we went to find and investigate some bandit bases. One of which is pretty much is not that big of a threat, but another one of them is a full-fledged fort, with trained units and whatnot, and also we configured how exactly we should tackle this and whatnot, and we came to the realization that in Silberlicht Castle there are some very suspicious looking individuals, and we came to the conclusion with Kyon, myself, and Bastotep that they are more than likely spies, since they like to ask around a lot and be generally suspicious. So me and Kyon roped Bastotep into tailing one of these individuals, aka to be their girlfriend. And Bastotep has been following that individual ever since. Kyon's off to his mission that I gave him to go and investigate the fort a little more, so we could find out of their leaders and defenses and whatnot. And we're about to have a meeting to kind of figure out what exactly is going on and what is our next plan of action. I think that's everything.
You good? Just doing some things over here because I just realized some things did not be over because I hate my life.
Yeah. Unhit his license.
Unhate my life. Say you'll love me again. Copyright strike.
Yep.
Don't get yourself copyright strike. No one will learn for things.
Copyright struck.
Copyright strike.
Yeah, no.
Copyright struck it.
Stricken with fear.
Struck it.
Point being, let's keep on tuning.
But yeah, just like to mention, a lot of repairs were done during the
3 months.
2 and
Noise?
2 plus a few 2 months plus a few weeks.
Nice.
And yeah, as mentioned, by the way, in also to also add to this, the trade routes have been restored, so Silver Lake is actually getting proper trade again.
Good.
That is great.
Okay. So, War Council time. Adelheid looks around and sees that Vathos is back and Akenra is also here.
Huh.
Very well. Let's just have this meeting begin. Alright, so what are the how should I say problems that we face right now? Sir Quinn, I believe you said something about bandits in the area?
That I did. We are faced by two prominent and main threats in the forest. One of which is, well, the size of, if not even bigger than Silverlicht Castle. They have a proper fort. They have trained military units and very strong leaders. My colleague Kyon is currently investigating their defenses and should be reporting back any day on their better on their actual manpower and whatnot. But the other camp is something that I believe would be easily subjugated. Both are within a day or two's travel from Silverlicht Castle, and I believe they should be taken care of if we don't want any more trouble, especially with the trade routes.
You said one of them seems stronger and one of them seems weaker. What do you mean?
Well, in manpower, the way they were organized, the way their defenses were set up, everything. The other one is basically a small settlement, while the other one is a proper military fort.
Yeah,
I can-
that's quite a dramatic difference, I'd say.
Let's see here.
I believe that is Bastelthep here? Yeah, she is. Yeah. Bastelthep can vouch for me as well. We went together to investigate further on this, on both camps.
I need to grab a jacket.
Okay, wait a little bit for her. Volume on my side, because every now and then I notice that that the recording here doesn't have me quite loud enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how long it takes to get a jacket. For goodness sakes.
I mean, she's digging through her freaking closet, so she'll have to fly. She'll have to fly 3 times, like back and forth, just to get all of her clothing over the US.
Oh, that's right. She's a woman, so she's gonna take forever to like bring all of her clothes.
I'm here already.
Oh, hi, Amy.
Yeah. Of course, Amy takes 6 hours. And Jesus Christ, she's slow.
It'll take her another hour or two.
Stop
Why
making
isn't she here yet?
Weird.
Okay, alright then. So,
if I'm not here next week or tomorrow, you know who to blame. I was stabbed to death by Amy's death nails.
gotcha. Okay, so, to continue then, Bastotep stands up, and she explains. Well, we did manage to get some intel about these guys. Let's see, Mr. Hyun seems to be I guess a bit late. We thought he'd be back. He'd be back a whole lot sooner. But in any case, we also did find a shady person in the area as well. The guard, I think that's you were talking about, Quinn.
Oh, you mean your current boyfriend? But jokes aside, yes, we did. We believed them to be a spy of one of the other camps.
Hold on. When you say that, she closes her eyes and gives you a wide smile.
The death smile.
And that aside, I was also able to find that well, well, that strange guard is actually from one of the bandit camps. It seems as though one of them is trying to become a new country. A new country. Let's see here. Confidence stands up. A country within a country. That sounds absurd. Yes, I thought so as well. But that is what the shifty guard has mentioned. Vatos speaks up. So then, these are just a bunch of politician wannabes. Rebels who want to form their own camp. If there are any sort of issue against the current government, or to us, then they just need to be put down immediately. Isn't that right?
There may be a little issue with that, Vatos.
One thing I'm curious about is how they managed to get all this work done. It's not every day that you can make a fort. They're gonna need the materials and the money to build things.
That is indeed a mystery. Yes?
That's the thing. The camp that he's talking about was in the northeast. Not the southeast.
She's talking about the fort, right?
Nope, she's talking about the camp.
Ah, okay.
So this one's even more preposterous, because such a small camp trying to claim themselves to be a country is more than a little
odd, yes.
Delusional was the word I was looking for.
Both you and Vasos have said at the same time.
Yep.
I'm still talking about the fort. Oh.
With that being said, it seems like maybe the small camp was the one who sent a spy.
How do you know that?
I'm facepalming right now, by the way, guys.
Why are you facepalming?
Emmy, did you not hear what she said?
She said it was the small camp that sent a spy. She thinks.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just do some character. Because the shifty guard that I spoke with seems to know a lot about that camp, and says that camp is the one that's trying to form a country.
You think that, but I don't know. I suppose this entire situation is a bit strange. I get a feeling that there's some other actors going on here.
Vato sighs. Well, if they're actors, they need to be fired.
No, I mean, there's something else that's happening. Someone's been giving one of the camps the means to make a fort. Who's to say that they're not involved with the other one?
In that case, the distribution of support hasn't been equal. How?
What if the smaller one's supposed to be is like a scouting thing? Well, the big one's the main stronghold.
However, I don't think that they are in the same direction, or let alone in the same distance at least, even. But that is plausible.
For reference, the fort is a bit farther away.
Okay. That is plausible. Of course, me and her didn't get close enough to get this kind of information. I would recommend that we would put at least a small force together to try and subjugate the smaller camp as soon as possible, as well as reinforce our own defenses. The fort is a significant threat, and we must do something about it.
Both could be a reasonable threat, so long as you haven't noticed the lesser camp growing.
No. Plus the camp as for reference, I'm gonna just refer to the smaller one as a camp and the bigger one as a fort.
Makes sense.
The camp is unorganized. They seem lethargic, and in general, they don't have all that much military power either. It would be nothing more than a cakewalk for us to stomp over them. But the fort is the bigger issue, no matter how you splice and twist it.
I agree. But at the same time, we shouldn't let the anthill become a few mounds taller, if you know what I mean.
Exactly what I'm trying to say. We should take action and do something about it.
Well, there's a question of how we should approach this. It's at this point that Mara speaks up. The fort. I have a bad feeling about them. I wonder if maybe they were part of the original assault on Sibilik.
We have no way of knowing that.
I think I see where you're going with this, Mara. The question is, do we attack them head on their turf, or do we invite them to us? Because definitely we might have a home field advantage if we challenge them to a fight and get them to come here, much like last time. But if they're if they were part of the force that leveled this castle in the first place, well, we might not have as much of a chance as we think.
Okay.
Fact of the matter remains, we have no way of knowing if they have siege weaponry or anything of the sort. After all, neither me or Bastolthep have X-ray vision.
But we do know that they command powerful magic.
Well, that and the fact that they had multiple different walls. Multiple different layers, actually. So...
That they did.
So it might be a bit of... So, if we plan on assaulting it, we might have to go through what essentially is comparable to a maze.
You said Kyon was investigating the fort, right, Quinn?
Yes, he should be back anytime soon.
Okay. While you're saying this, something flies in from one of the open windows.
Of course.
On alert. What's that?
Let's see here.
Well, look who it is. Look who it is.
I forgot to bring this out because I'm a genius.
Then jump. Get up.
I'm gonna feel so stupid if this isn't Kyon. It's the BBG!
Oh no! Let's see here. Backspace. Fuck you. Okay, let's see here. Where's insert?
This reminds me of Yakuza.
Okay, this thing flies in. And just like lands on the table.
Oh, the Bahawk.
It
Okay.
shanties over to Quinn and lifts his leg. There seems to be some parchment on it.
Quinn kind of like scratches the side of its neck and unfastens the freaking parchment from its leg and opens it up. Let's see.
Is that the vulture? Is that a vulture?
What?
The bird.
It's a bloodhawk.
Looks, yeah,
Bahawk. It is.
blood
Why is it
oak.
like, oh, so cute.
Let's see.
Quinn doesn't get like. Quinn just doesn't even look her way. Just focuses on the letter. Is she jealous? Is she jealous that she can't fit it?
My goodness.
Is she?
I mean, she's trying to do so right now, I would say.
Okay. Okay, while Quinn is reading, Quinn kind of like turns the other way, places the, places his other hand, like under, like next to the hawk, so the hawk steps on it and kind of just like moves the hawk, like slightly in Mara's direction. So she can reach it. And then like retracts his arm while landing it on the table. So it's like here now.
Yeah. Okay, so
She was thankful because she was leaning up, she was trying to climb on top of the table to do it. And now she's just kind of retreating a little bit, like, oh, nice buddy.
You'll get your chance too. Don't worry about Monk. Don't worry about Monk.
Wow.
Let's see what this
Not
letter
that
says.
crazy.
You're crazy enough. I've seen. You're definitely at the top of my list. Let's see what is this. What this says.
Sir Quinn, would you mind reading it aloud?
Interesting Jesus Christ. Interesting
Die.
information.
Don't die bad.
Alright. Hey, Quinn. I've infiltrated the big place, which I assumes in reference of the fort. Seems strangely peaceful like here, other than the power struggle this big place has with the small place. We'll continue investigation and potentially act as a mole here. And Queen Connell just grabs the top of the parchment and wraps it up, places it on the table. Well, that settles the relationship, I suppose, with the fort and the camp. Wouldn't you say?
So they're not in cahoots with each other. A pity. If they weren't together, then it would have been a much more entertaining fight. If that, oh, if that is the case, then we best get rid of them one. We get rid of them one by one.
The question is, how do we approach, and which one?
I have the worst feeling about the fort. We don't know what they're capable of, but we do know that they're suspiciously well prepared. If anything, I expect they probably are planning to make an attack of their own. Or at least that's what I would think.
Well, so far Kion hasn't mentioned anything of the sort in the letter. And I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
Okay, alright, we'll take a little break, okay, guys?
Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Yep, the camp has built watchtowers.
Well, I suppose if it's a permanent place to reside in. Okay. Holy Ghost.
Also, looks
That
like
is
you're a little bit quieter, by the way, Emmy, for some reason.
What? What do you...
I can hear Amy kind of fine through my headphones.
I mean, like I can hear her, but she seems quieter than before. Like earlier, like maybe before 5's break.
I don't know what that would be.
Okay, but anyway, so continuing on.
Yeah?
So then, Adelaide looks around. So what will our course of action be?
I think we take the fight to them. And we attack the fort.
However, isn't the issue that a siege would be most, well, disadvantageous for us?
It is a risk, definitely, but I don't trust that we'll be able to fully exploit our home turf advantage if they come in and it turns out they got similar siege weapons or whatever else they got on their disposal.
Did Quinn or Bastep notice anything about any siege weapons in the camp or anything of the sort?
The inner walls were too high, so you guys weren't able to actually tell if there were anything in the inner walls, unfortunately.
Not in the camp,
Okay.
but not in the fort, to
Like
be
in the
clear.
camp or the fort?
But either.
Okay. In the camp, they don't. Let's see. Quinn and Basta didn't really notice much of anything.
Okay.
If they have siege weapons, it's probably just going to be magic based.
Exactly. Besides, they might be magical in nature. Yeah.
What's the confidence? Huh. Surely there's much more glory to be had by assaulting a greater foe. And right now we don't exactly have the time or resources to be able to make siege weapons of our own. And unfortunately, another unfortunate thing for us is that we've gotten more. We actually were able to trade more for cavalry units. Basically, you guys were able to get more horses traded in. So a lot of your troops are now more mobile, because cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We can fight out in the fields, however, our horses can't exactly mount a siege.
What if we were to lure
I
him
don't
into
know.
like a plane?
What was that?
What did you say, Kiffy?
What if we were to lure him into plains or grassland or out there?
Are there any sort of plains lands near that area? Quinn,
Looking at Gwynia.
Pipes?
Hmm?
Were you listening?
I was.
Okay.
There was just nothing for me to say.
Like he was talking to you.
Did
Was
you
he?
see
Yes.
see something?
Did I see what?
Were there any sort of plains or like flatlands near the enemy base?
I don't remember the camp, but I remember the fort did have a pretty damn big clearing. I don't think we ever established the camp surroundings.
The camp surroundings, by the way, is still mostly forest.
Okay.
Well, as for the fort, there was a rather big clearing, which makes approaching stealthily difficult, but that's not the case with the camp. There was a lot of forest surrounding it.
What if we could sneak by around the back area?
Against watchtowers, that may be challenging, but with a smaller force, I don't see why not.
I suspect that if we're going to attack them, we definitely shouldn't all be come from the same angle. I don't claim to be a military expert. That's more confidence thing, but I feel like if we can manage to take them by surprise, whilst some of us coming from a different direction, we might be able to exploit the chaos. This is so to say.
A two-pronged assault.
Would that be wise, though? Well, our troops aren't exactly, well, numerous.
Numbers I don't think is as important as putting them to good use. As it stands, this has the potential to be a major threat to this castle. And since we don't know what they're capable of, if we take a more defensive stance, they may have the time to prepare accordingly and utterly destroy us. However, if we take the fight to them before they can expect it, we might have a chance. I have to agree with Ashi. That magic is not something we will be able to easily resist. If they are indeed the ones that used it against this castle, we best catch them unaware.
Very well then. So, I suppose we're all in agreement. Will we attempt to do a two-pronged attack, or put all our forces against the fort?
I think that we should definitely take care of the larger threat right now.
Very well. Okay. So, who will be sent off to lead troops?
Before that, shouldn't we wait for Kyon to report back?
We should wait for more information. Or Kyon currently has infiltrated inside the fort. That would give us time to take down the camp. And then while Kyon is inside the fort, we could organize a very neat assault against them, potentially.
If the camp isn't affiliated with the fort, I don't know how quickly word travels around these parts, but it might work. Not if our plans get leaked by a spy, however.
You must also remember, if we do dedicate most of our forces to go against the fort, then what if the camp decides to attack Silberlicht Castle while we're away?
You're right.
We would have to dedicate we wouldn't have to dedicate as large a number of our units against the camp, I'd say.
What if someone's gotta be our last line of defense to protect the castle while the rest of us go out and deal with the fort? It would be best to that end, you think? I know Ambrosia will be able to put up a decent fight. But she could also help us, provide support in the field. Maybe not the most subtle of approaches, but
Just like
it's
bash,
gonna need some plot.
bash through the wall, like say, "Hi, I'm a dragon."
Something like that, Mr.
It's
DM.
It's like, hoi! No, leave Mara and Ambrosia here. And Mara can just fucking polymorph Ambrosia into a freaking, like, dragon, like a proper dragon.
She's not high enough level for that yet.
Also,
Ambrosia is, by the way, isn't.
I don't know if we should leave Mara. That Mara would be extremely helpful with us right now. We know there's gonna be a fight.
Okay. Alright then. So, a mostly full assault against the fort. Very well. So I guess that's going to be our plan. We'll just need to prepare for... At that moment, a knock on the doors. At that moment, you hear a knock on the doors, by the way, guys.
I got it.
Okay. Adelheid stands up and says, "We are having a war council. Who dare intrudes?" Let's see here. Okay, a guard comes in and states, "Sir, we have what seems to be an envoy. He insisted on speaking with you, sir."
An envoy? From who and where?
We're not entirely sure. We've never heard of this place before, but it's called Voitea?
I stand up. I'll go with you, Heidi. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Sir, may I be allowed to? Will you allow him an audience? Adelheid looks to everybody.
Akifi just shrugs.
Sure.
I don't see why not.
Sure, let him in, but I hope I'm just being jumpy. Just keep alert.
Ma'am. He briefly leaves the room. And let's see here. Let's see here. The same guard comes back with another guard. And behind them... Oh, for fuck's sake, not this shit again.
What you doing now?
It doesn't like me, Emmy. Help me.
I can't help you.
Help me.
I can't.
I
Stop
keep,
being bad.
I keep making it 200% even though it should be 150. Goodness sakes me.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. Oh, whatever.
I caught a glimpse of that meme you sent, Vibes. That's
Yep.
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
In memes.
It's not pay. Oh, fuck it. Alright, I'm just gonna do it the manual way because apparently copying pasting is not working because it hates me. I even refreshed it twice. I guess maybe it only works for like border, like backs and like but not to images. Then that makes sense, I guess. Okay. Also, guys, please no metagaming. Don't like oh, it's a blue guy. That means it's a good guy. It's a red guy. It must mean it's a bad guy. No metagaming, okay? With that shit. Because
sure.
it's not just because that's not how it works. I'm going off based on some kind of a significant color or attribute about the race or something.
It's alright! Kill
I
him!
know that.
It's gonna scalp us.
I know that. I'm not metagaming. I even got myself shanked to hell and back by confidence. Do not metagame.
Okay.
Shanked or shagged?
Shanked. I got shanked pretty bad. I ran after him knowing it was a bad idea and he stabbed me.
It's just a little poke to the ribs, nothing personal.
Okay. So behind them is, well, not much taller than the guards, really. In fact, he could be shorter.
Hell is that?
Okay.
Is that a tiefling?
He's a
No.
person.
As a let's see here, is a man. He's a, how do I say this? He has a what seem to be white clean clothes with golden hems, and a red mantle. His face also shows a bit of red as well as his hair, which seems a bit fiery. In fact, as soon as he came in, the temperature seemed to be a bit hotter.
Genasi. Maybe. At this point, Mara just kind of grabbed, she's grabbed the bird and she's just kind of shielding it and petting it.
In his hand is a staff with what appears to be an orb that has fire inside it, just like constantly burning. He steps forward. Okay. Let me pull this up now. I want to do this.
He steps forward. Roll initiative. What?
No, you dick.
Make a dexterity
He
saving
steps forward.
throw.
Roll to not die.
It's
25.
fireball. I'm kidding.
It's a fireball on 10th level. What?
Roll to live.
Okay.
Da, da.
Let's see here. He raises his free hand. He raises his free hand, and begins speaking. It's a good afternoon to you all. Let's see. I'm going to put down his name now because it's going to be easier this way.
freaking intelligent boys. What?
Let's see. I am Sev Darkos, the current elected leader of Voithea. Perhaps you have heard of our little country. Yes, we've heard about it recently. What brings you here, Sir Darkos? Please, drop the formalities.
Okay, I don't know if I can do this or not. I would like to suss him the frick out.
I don't know what that means.
Sus or sass?
Sus.
Okay.
By which I mean,
Sauce?
I would like to get a read on him, if that's okay.
Okay, roll insight.
Can I give the help action?
No.
If he's being straight forward with us right now.
I'll give one of
That's a 24. Nice.
I'll rip one of my eyes out and give it to Ash.
That's not how insight works.
If he seems shifty, is what I meant to say.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see here. Let's see. You're looking at this guy, and he seems actually really calm.
How did he introduce himself as the leader of the fourth? So what? Fourth what?
No. He said that he's the current elected leader of Voithea. You know, the bandit camp.
Yeah. Okay. I was
And
told.
how do you spell it?
Yeah. Voithea. I'd say.
Here. I'll put it in the chat. I mean, like, I already spelled it to you guys in the with what I mentioned. Basso kept telling you guys, but okay.
Wait, you did?
Yes, I did. Oops, I'm a lag.
Did it again, and I'll get your overlag.
Oh yeah, you did. I completely forgot you did that. Thank you.
When?
No. Ambassador reports of the strange god.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't connect that with the freaking. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
With the camp.
Okay. What brings me here?
I don't know.
If I may have your name. It's Adelheid Silberlicht. Whatever.
Licht.
Why did I choose for this guy to have a German name?
No hard letters. It's Licht. Licht. No hard
Licht.
in the name. Licht.
Okay, got it.
That'll be a running theme, won't it?
Yes, it will be. I hate you guys.
It's Adelheid Silberlicht. No, Licht.
Licht.
No.
You're gonna continue-
No,
you're
no,
gonna
no.
devour
No
your
death gurgles.
throat.
Gotcha.
No. It's Licht.
Licht.
Nick.
There you go.
Licht.
Silberlicht.
Licht. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
So, Adelheid, I simply have come here requesting, how should I say this? Aid. Aid? Of course. My small country seems to have been threatened quite so often by brigands. In fact, they've even made a fort to ready an extermination of my humble country.
Okay, I know he's lying. But Can I get a feeling for what he might be hiding?
What do you mean?
I strongly suspect. I'm trying not to say I want to inside check that. Let me have a look. Nope, no inspiration. 23.
And what is this? Insight?
Yes, insight.
Okay. You're trying to inside check him for what again?
I know for a fact that he's being dishonest, but I want to see if he lets anything slip in his emotions right now.
Okay.
That might tell a story.
Okay. Alright then.
Queen. Also, Also, I'm just saying this right now. Persuasion. I'm using primal focus and inspiration to crit it. Or wait, can I actually? Because it's wisdom.
To what? To
What do you want to say?
perception?
Wisdom checks. Fuck. It's not wisdom, is it?
Yeah. Persuasion is charisma.
Okay. I'll still roll persuasion.
You have to be a samurai, I think, to get that to work.
Yep. But I'll roll persuasion with advantage. And if I do pass, I'll say I'll address him with like Darkos, right?
Yes.
You know, for like I'm not like I'll say him like this. 4 watchtowers, an inner wall, and a clearly expanding band of troops. Why are you really here?
Vibes. The inner wall.
Yeah.
The inner wall is in the fort.
Is it?
Yes. They literally only have just essentially an outer wall, which is mostly a fence.
Oh, I thought you said that it was in the camp.
No, I said base. When I said base, I meant the fort.
Let's just use camp and fort.
Okay.
Because I am fucking confused
Okay.
and exhausted and fucking. I'm not a fucking strategist, okay?
Okay, gotcha. Okay, okay. Just retcon what you said then.
Okay. Well, but they did have 4 watchtowers, yeah. Okay. It's like 4 watchtowers and still a fairly good band of troops, and you aim to go and you aim to be a new country. Why are you really here? Other than to either try and persuade us for trying to take down the fort so you can keep growing, or are you here to subjugate yourself to us? One or the other.
So far, I plan on doing neither. I was simply hoping for an alliance.
Hang on, let me roll. Damn it!
So where is this country of yours, Stalkers?
18.
Okay. Right, hold on. Let me just do this. Fuck, wrong sheet.
Okay, Jen.
Let's see here. Where is it? Is that 18? Okay. So, he doesn't seem to like really show any emotion towards what you said. However, he does continue gesturing out because it seems to be a habit of his.
Okay, one of these guys. An alliance. To what end?
my poor tiny country needs to be able to grow. Unfortunately, that bandit base, this is a very, very big threat. We were hoping that perhaps we could join our forces together and attempt to destroy it together as allies and friends. As he says this, by the way, he's gesturing a whole lot, essentially like acting as if he's on stage, basically.
Yeah. It's
But you notice that, but at the same time, you also notice that he's not nervous at all. It seems like he's being genuine, and that it's probably just a weird habit that he has.
yeah. I keep imagining him like this.
Please post it in PLL because I cannot scroll up or down.
Yep.
There's no
Okay, let me find it here.
I get it. It's oh wow, that's an SM. That's in the Philippines, I think.
Yep. I keep him. Yeah, he's like that basically.
My goodness, you're silly.
Well, that's the first thing that I got that came to my mind.
That's funny. But yeah.
Well, I pictured a Devarian or whatever those devil people from Star Wars is.
But yeah, he stretches his arms across and says, "After all, it's best to have friends, and together we can overcome. We can overcome anything."
When has this like distasteful look on his face and looks back to like across the table to the left, like to scanning Isemo's confidence, Nefertank, and Adelheid, as well as Bella and Ashi.
Okay.
I'd like to take a look at Heidi.
Let's see here.
Quinn is heavily against this.
Adelheid has sit back down, and it looks pretty much has his elbows resting on the table with his hands folded to support his face, while it looks like he's thinking. Let's see here. Nefertank doesn't quite look like her usual cheerful self. She actually has like a more of a neutral face right now. Let's see here. Confidence is also pondering as well. And Isimos looks a bit concerned. And whispering to Confidence.
As this is happening, I stand up from my seat. So, Darkus, could you share a few more details about your country?
Sorry about that. Of course. What would you need to know, good lady? May I have your name?
It's Ashi.
Ashi.
For example, I think we all know where this country is.
Of course.
But for such a new country, that's noteworthy. How did you come to form a country of your own in this forest?
Simple. was able to gather some of these brigands and bandits and convert them, seeking. Let's see here. He dramatically like extends his left arm upward, like let's see, in front of him a little bit upwards. Seeking the true fire.
See, that's the kind of information that's important to be upfront about.
Of course. However, at the same time, it is something that's important to us. If you are willing to also join in on our cause, we will gladly appreciate your help.
I would like to ascertain his fanaticism.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, Emmy. You're weird.
What?
Nothing. Okay, so what you can't tell is he's what you can tell is that he's intentionally being a bit vague. Yet at the same time, there aren't really you can only tell that based on how he says it, but you can't necessarily ascertain that or any sort of information based on any of his movements. There aren't any twitches or tells.
Yami, you still there, by the way?
Yeah, I'm here.
Does Akivi have anything to add to this?
She's just listening intently. I mean,
No
Akivi's
questions or
just
anything?
listening intently.
Alright.
If you would like to know the true fire, it is the fire of my ancestor. Someone like him was able to topple kingdoms, bring about a golden age, bring about peace. But in the end, he was utterly betrayed, turned into a statue of ice, and shattered. As he says this, he's just moving around.
History check if whether we are there any similarities to any of the former heroes?
As you're doing that, Rose this time is just kind of fiddling with her weapons a little bit absentmindedly while speaking up. So what's your deal here? What are you aiming to get out of this alliance or whatever?
Simple. I assume that this castle might need help as well in getting rid of such dirty brigands. I'm certain that you would need assistance in getting rid of those bandits. So I can offer what little force I have to attack that fort from two different sides.
The same sort of brigands that you yourself converted? Also, insight check again.
Okay, 5's your history check, please.
Just a flat check.
Again, my insight checks are getting
Yes.
progressively worse.
Yes, you're just flat history. On the bright side, it's not Ashi making the history check. What the fuck? Oh.
Yeah, it's a good thing it's not me doing a history check. That's a good roll.
Okay, Quinn, you actually noticed that this sounds suspiciously like the hero of fire,
Who was Indra Zhao, right?
Shao Indra.
Shao Indra. Okay, I figured. Okay. Quinn steps up. Shao Indra, right? So are you his ancestor then?
Descendant.
Descendant, yeah. Fucking ancestor.
Answer just the other way.
Yep, I know. Like I said, I'm tired and confused and fucking...
Okay.
It happened.
Blessings be upon you, for you know his name. I am certain that you must be a great scholar as well.
Not exactly, but that makes things easier. Everyone in this room knows what we're talking about. All of us are aware of the former great heroes that once roamed this land. But my question still to you stands, sir. I don't like exactly feeble, short-minded alliances. What if, even if your force was combined with ours, and we took down that fort, what then? What are your intentions going forward?
Simple. We continue helping each other. I'm certain that you as well seek to create your own utopia. After all, leaders need to continue expanding, and with us, with our backs towards each other, nothing will be able to stop us.
So he says, Commander Confidence, Captain Commander Adel Silberlicht. What say you?
On first, Margarita noted one as soon as Quinn mentions that this fellow is a descendant of Shao Indra, Mara notices that Vatos immediately clenches his hand into his spear.
Mara discreetly casts message on Vathos. What's wrong?
It's nothing. Margarita, roll insight with advantage.
Okay.
Your insight
Wow.
checks are getting progressively worse.
Yes. All the insights are getting progressively worse.
Gradually worse. Yeah.
GG question mark?
So
Alright
it's
then.
6 down.
Okay. You can tell that he's that it looks like he's about to blow a gasket. And you can surmise that based on the timing of it, that it might have something to do with his being a descendant of Shao Indra.
Okay. She's just going to discreetly put a hand on him. Just kind of will it to be like calm sort of thing.
Yes, my princess. Let's see here. He calms down a little bit and relaxes a bit more. but still looks a bit angry at Darkos.
She takes the burb and places it in his hands.
My princess?
Oh my god.
And without even looking at him, she's just kind of like petting it in his hands.
Oh, whoops. That was meant to be a spread, not
Good job.
Takes. Just flops it on Vatos like, here!
And bird.
Have burb.
It's
That's something you would do, Abby, honestly. It's like, I don't want to talk about this, have burb.
Let's see here. So, also, Quinn, do me a favor, roll diplomacy. Or sorry, roll yeah, hold on, let me pull this up.
Diplomacy?
Yeah, etiquette?
No,
Or it
no, diplomacy
from leadership.
From leadership.
Oh yeah, leadership. Come on, you can do it.
17?
You can do it.
Okay. Adelaide still looks like
I know.
he's still considering carefully. Confidence does apply to you. While a two-pronged attack in this sort of manner would also be advantageous, I still worry of how long this alliance will actually last.
That is what I'm worried. That is what I'm worried of as well. Captain Commander, this is your call. And I turn to Adelheid.
Yes. He's considering carefully at this point.
Also, inside check on Akendra.
Okay.
27.
Let's see here. From the looks of it, he seems pretty normal. You know, except for the fact that he is. It looks like he's about to chuck his axe towards this guy.
Okay.
Alright. Good to know he's got his humanoid and all of that.
His what?
No, just I can relate to that.
Well, the numbers would be great.
Darkos. What is your manpower currently, and what does it consist of?
All manpower. Mostly infantry troops. We even have multiple ranged attackers, mostly in the form of mages.
What type of magic?
Well, I have a sorcerer's origin. He lifts his hand, and wings of flames just form behind him. The guards get taken aback a bit.
I look at Ashi, kind of discreetly.
Rose is at this point is just going to kind of quickly grab one of the guns. She's not pointing it at him, just pointing kind of upwards.
Mm-hmm.
Slightly. And you wouldn't watch it with those kinds of displays.
Be at peace, my friend. I am just showing you that I am the rightful heir to my ancestors' power, Xiao Indra. And this is proof of it.
Yeah. Yes. Do you have any proof of loyalty?
Proof of loyalty. That is...
How do we know that you'll stick to your word and not immediately stab us in the back? Once we're done here.
I've come on this journey on my own, risking life and limb to speak with you in person, to express my... Excuse me. I hate it when my throat just gives out. Hold on, water.
Yep.
I hate
I know.
it though.
Yep.
This is why you're sufficient prepared. I had 2 glasses of water. Good thing, yeah.
I always have a 1.5 liter bottle of ice cold water with me when I start the session.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of female NPCs as well.
I should start.
Gotta be smart.
I should just start drinking before I have to say anything. Maybe that'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, then
Just
we'll
have a
take
5-gallon jug on ya.
Yeah, and then we'll have like bathroom breaks every 7 minutes.
I hate you guys. Okay.
I'll just drink 5 gallons. He'll be fine.
Okay, but yeah, to continue then. Let's see, what was I saying? Let's see. Let's see. For Discord, go away. I need you to move so I can go back to the map.
What is this? What is this cord? Is this some sort of attack?
GG.
I don't know. That weird voice that keeps narrating our lives seems to be.
I will throw this box at you. And considering your size, you'll probably fit inside.
Discord?
What?
I don't see John Delancey anywhere.
Discord, I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon.
Is there Discord among us?
No, but there's fungus. There are fungus among us.
You're weird. That's what you say.
Okay. So
You're a fun guy.
okay. Alright then, so to continue then.
Fun guy or a fun guy? Okay, enough of that.
It's fine. Let's see. So to continue then. Just to give my genuine and honest and humble request for unity, of course. Is that not genuine enough?
Mr. Dam, could you repeat the first part of that sentence?
Okay. Alright. Let's see here. He said that he has traveled on his own, risking life and limb, to come to you in person, to show to genuinely and honestly ask for aid.
That's not proof, but I'm gonna.
Sorry, go ahead, Ashi. I mean, Ami.
Ebishi.
Amashi.
Yeah. Yes.
There we go. That's some insights.
Okay.
I was about to roll for that too, but
I mean, you can.
You can. We're not
Fish.
sharing information.
Yeah, fish for those nat 20s.
I just opened the wrong sheet again by accident.
Good job.
Okay. Let's see here.
well, I could do that and enforce a crit with inspiration.
You can. Do you want to?
What's your insight mod?
Let me get back to that page in here.
Depending on your mod, that may or may not be purposeful because I have got a feeling this guy's got a pretty decent deception mod.
Mhm.
I have a skill bonus of 5.
Okay, quick
That would be
question.
a total of 5.
Quick question. Who's first? Ashi and then Mara?
Yes, that's why I listed it that way.
Okay. Okay, Ashi, you can tell that he sounds genuine enough, but he's not exactly answering the question proper because he doesn't really, because it seems like he might not have an answer to it.
Same with
But
Mara.
Margarita notices that something feels very off.
Not that we don't appreciate that, Mr. Darkus, but at the same time, this is awfully convenient, isn't it?
You have a pair of brass balls or whatever your kind have down there. But as was stated, this is all too convenient.
Convenience.
Yes. There is such thing as overconvenience. Just like there is overconfidence.
Mara speaks up. I mean, you needing help from us with this castle just right now as we are, well, gathered here. And you seem to have all the answers.
All the answers? What do you mean, friend?
I don't know. I may just be silly. She's now looking away a little bit embarrassed.
If that is the case, what proof of loyalty do you expect me to be able to give you?
Does anyone speak up at this point?
Honestly, I wasn't sure, but can't fault one for cautious, though.
You're breaking up a little bit, by the way, Yami.
Oh, sorry. Check 1 2, check 1 2.
Yep.
Much better.
You can't. I suppose I don't have an answer, but you can't fault for being cautious, especially in these circumstances.
I would like a moment just to think right now.
What do you... Quinn speaks up. Why now is what we're trying to ask. In these 3 months, both camps have gained a significant amount of force. Besides, why do you even call yourself a country?
Because it is something that we need.
Need or want?
Need. The soul of fire definitely needs to be spread amongst all people. We don't have that quite much. We don't have as much of an influence as a church, but we might be able to as a country.
Here's another sus check.
Sus check.
Sus check.
I
Another
don't call it inside check.
Another sus check.
As usual, Ashiyamar.
Okay.
Yep, can't get much worse than that.
Okay. Ashi kind of, I guess, sees the logic behind this, because it kind of makes sense. You do. Let's see here. For the most part, you do get more respect as a. You do get more respect as a country. And let's see here. Budding religions don't exactly get that much influence. You know, until they're actually big enough. Until they're actually big enough to like not need it. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Alright then, as for Margarita... Let's see here, how to explain this. While that does make sense, she thinks that there could be other ways of going about it, especially if it's trying to spread some sort of teaching.
Out of character, I think he's honest about seeking influence, but what sort of influence he seeks and why is something that he is keeping very vague. I think he needs to have a country because he needs to have the influence to do something specific that we're not gonna like.
Something specific relating to Zhao Indra and bring the gaining the power of Zhao Indra rightfully. I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And please note, the power of Xiao Indra is the Phoenix Fiscal.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't make sense.
Because Ashi is currently the inheritor of the Phoenix School, right?
This is why I think he's lying. He's not the rightful inheritor at all. We're gonna keep it in wraps that I'm that.
Sorry, say again.
I was thinking we'll reveal that.
No, we should not reveal this. No yet. Here's why I'm thinking that. He doesn't know necessarily who I am and what I am to him. If he learns that I am the inheritor, he might try to get rid of me.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, what would Quinn do in game in this situation?
And I think
Quinn calls down to Nefertank. Let's see.
I think we're both smart enough to know that's a bad idea.
Yes, Sir Quinn?
Alright. High Priestess, what do you think of this spreading the influence of fire shenanigan that the good sir is going on about right now?
I'd need to read about it, but I've never heard about it before.
What about Zhao Indra?
About Xiao Indra.
And she speaks more quietly. There's a point that only Bella, Adelheid, Ashi, Confidence, Isamos, and Quinn can hear. Mm-hmm.
What I do know is something did strike us odd. In the book that we were able to translate for the most part, we did find that he was never betrayed.
So
he was never betrayed in death, from what we can tell. Either he's mistaken, or he knows something we don't.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's lying. Obviously out of character. Oh wait, actually, can I respond to that even?
Yes, you can hear it.
Okay, then no, just say, or he's lying.
Of course, that might be the case.
Can I retroactively say that I've changed my spells?
Sure.
I would like to have Zone of Truth swapped out instead of Pass Without Trace. Or no, sorry, I would like to change Alarm for
Zone of Truth.
Zone of Truth, yeah.
Go for it.
It's like, this isn't metagaming at all. Fucking metagaming out of my ass right now.
Alright, let's see how
Which I'm
much...
having to swap it out because it's been months.
Yeah. Well, it's been like a few days, but I would have had time to like take a long rest, so which would allow for me to change my spell.
I would think that, otherwise you'd be dead by now.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of 5-hour energy shots. I can see sounds and smell color.
When you suddenly develop synesthesia for no reason, that's when you should worry.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Okay.
Okay, okay. Quinn stands up and walks up to the guest
Move your character, please.
that we have, like here, and I ask for him to, like, gods, step to the side a little bit.
Okay. The guards go ahead and move back.
And Quinn also moves here.
Kagebunchi no jutsu. I'm kidding.
Kagebunshi no jutsu. Yeah, I'm actually a fucking, yeah. Let's see.
No retards.
Naruto. Yes. Okay. There is one way we can solve this. I will cast Zone of Truth under you. During that time, you will tell your real motivations and whether or not you are the real descendant to Zhao Indra, and if he was truly betrayed to the best of your knowledge.
To add
Do
to
you
that,
do you agree?
to add to that, I would like, as she speaks up, I think that should put our concerns at rest. Don't you think?
Of course. Very well.
Rest. Well,
Very well then. And Quinn turns to the table. Everyone, we have 60 seconds. Please, make use of it.
Okay.
I would like to call for a break.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright then, so Quinn, you cast it. You go ahead and cast.
Wait.
Wait,
Hang on, I'm
Wait.
reading something. Oh, 10 minutes. Sorry, 10 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
GG. I was like,
but before you start doing things, Yuda, I think this is a good point to stop and then resume at the break.
Yep, I know. But yeah, I want to cut it off after he casts a spell.
Yeah. There's an
Alright.
issue.
Yeah,
There's an
okay.
issue. There's an issue though. They need to make a charisma saving throw, and I'm pretty sure this guy's charisma save is like plus 17 or some bullshit. Well, doesn't matter. I'm gonna use lucky.
Huh. Wait, does that work when someone else makes a saving throw?
As in rules written, no.
No, okay. Alright, well, fuck me.
Okay.
entries.
So what is your save?
My spell save DC?
Mm-hmm.
My spell save DC is a puny 17.
If he is familiar with the spell, though, it would be in his best interest, assuming that he's completely straightforward and honest, to fail it intentionally.
Okay, yeah. Something awkward happens, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
After you cast a spell, he realizes, friend, I don't think it quite worked.
Why so?
I am blue.
What?
No. He just made an obvious lie. I am blue.
Wait, what? I am blue?
I am blue. His skin color is red. Do you see what I mean, friend? You might want to try again. I seem to have instinctually dodged it.
Idiot. He's an idiot.
Wait, what do you mean blue? I'm confused. Why is his skin color blue?
Let me explain.
As far as I can tell, he's saying that he accidentally trumped the spell.
Yeah, but why is his skin color blue?
His skin color is red, but he said, I am blue.
To prove
Yeah, but
so-
why?
No. He said his skin color is blue to prove that the Zone of Truth did not work on him.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay.
You get
That
it
was
now?
code.
Yeah, I thought it was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, that was kind of throwing me off too. Like, what?
Okay.
I hate this. Okay.
My apologies, friend. It's a bit of a habit, especially when fighting against those who tend to be a bit more powerful.
No worries, I'll cast it again.
Okay.
That's minus 10 points from him.
Minus 10 points. What?
10 points. He's been still losing points with every word he's spoken.
Okay. With that being said, it successfully takes effect. Okay.
Okay.
And so that we are taking a break.
Nice.